Alright guys, so at the risk of making this the Benny Greb fan club channel, I've got another Benny video for you today, and we are talking about a specific microphone. So I was listening to the Drum Gab podcast the other day, and in the episode with Benny on it, he mentions that one of his tracks on the Moving Parts album, the track is called Barking, he mentions that that whole drum sound was done with one microphone. So that kind of floored me because when you listen to it, it sounds really thick and full and fat and everything that you'd expect from a multi-mic setup, and he says, nope, it's just one particular microphone in a particular position. So the microphone in question is a vintage Sennheiser MD21, which is the precursor to the modern Sennheiser 421, which is a really popular microphone for guitar cabs and toms. And the 421, that's a mic that I don't really like. But the MD21, the vintage one, is a completely different animal. It's a very crunchy sounding mic, if that makes any sense. And what's really interesting is that it is an omnidirectional dynamic mic, which I had never really come across before. So I thought this would be a really cool one to try out. Turns out you can get them pretty inexpensively online. So I just grabbed one and yeah, just wanted to see what it would sound like. And the specific position we're going to use is called the worst. That's W-U-R-S-T, the worst position. Some people also call this the fat mic position. Some people call this like the throne mic. People have a bunch of weird names for it, but basically you're just putting the mic kind of above the bass drum, in between where the ride would go and the bass drum, usually facing the snare, but in this case, this is an omnidirectional mic, so it doesn't really matter what direction it's facing. And yeah, I just want to see what kind of sound we can get out of it and only use that mic and see if we can get a complete drum sound using just that one microphone. So I haven't actually heard the recorded sound yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video and audio after I've mixed it, which I haven't done yet, but I'm going to play that for you next, and then I'll check back in from the mixing desk and I will let you know kind of what I thought about the sound once it's all been mixed, which you are going to hear right now. Okay, so I just got done mixing the audio that you just heard, and I feel like I wasn't quite able to get it to sound as thick and as punchy as in the Barking track, but I only spent 10 or so minutes mixing it and didn't really change my setup at all in the practice room to try and fit that vibe. But I really just wanted to see, can I get a usable sound from just the one microphone? And I feel like with what you just heard, even in a certain type of track, that would totally work. It's just a single mono drum mic. I thought it was a really cool sound, and I think that that setup benefits from having the omnidirectional microphone close to the bass drum. So one thing in Benny's track that I noticed is how present the kick is, and it really sounds like the kick is being mic'd in particular, but I think it's largely just the proximity of the kick to that microphone where you're actually placing it. Now, if you want to try this out for yourself, you've got a couple options. One is that you can actually get that microphone. I'll flip over to Reverb here. I was just looking up some prices. I feel like I got mine a lot cheaper than what we're seeing here. I see some for 100 bucks. I guess they make them new. I didn't realize, I thought they were all vintage, but I guess you can get the new version for like 300 bucks, which is kind of expensive for that mic. 200 bucks I see, but honestly I'm pretty sure I found mine like 50 or 60, so just be thrifty about it. Use eBay as well, and you can find yourself a deal. Or honestly, if you don't want to get that specific microphone, just try the same position and just try recording your drums with an SM57 or whatever microphone you have. Just try it in that position, and I'm pretty sure you'll get very similar results. So let me know if you thought that was an interesting test. Let me know what you think in the comments. You can subscribe if you like, but otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.